Hello, beautiful twin flames. Hello, light workers. This is Nikita Bharkav, and I welcome you to my live streaming today. I know most of you watch my videos as a replay. Um, I do apologize. I was not feeling up to uh, facing the camera today, but there were some beautiful quotations I just wanted to share with you from the book Manual of the Warrior of Light, because one of the messages for today, especially for today, is as the title says, make your faith bigger than your fears. A lot of twin flames are feeling the triggers, are feeling immense pain, emotional and otherwise, feeling the separation very deeply. To be very honest, for a couple of hours today, I could feel how intensely the energies were shifting. It took all of my willpower to not engage or not to get involved with the emotions, but to just sit with them, allow them to come and go, and transmutate them, understand what are my emotions trying to tell me. Uh, I almost gave in and wanted to, you know, call up and call up my twin flame and check and stuff and connect with him. But when you have the faith that everything is happening as per divine plan and divine timing, I did not feel guided to do that. What I do know is a lot of the masculines are purging, are feeling tremendous bouts of frustrations, anger, rage. Their programming is being cleared out, especially of polarity. But what I have also noticed is that the divine feminines are still very much operating from the program of polarity. Every time this journey gets hard, painful, where they cannot find evidence in the physical world of any movement, change, growth, they want to give up. Their logic tells them it's irrational and they want to move on. But let me tell you, every time you waver, every time you think about, okay, it's over and I'm moving on, you procrastinate something, because I do believe if it's meant to be or if it's not meant to be, we will know it anyway. Nobody is asking anybody to stop their life. You're being asked to not make decisions based on needs, wants, fears, voids. If you connect with someone at a loving space, even if you're sure someone else is your twin flame, nobody is stopping you from making a soulful connection. But you have to raise that relationship to a conscious partnership. I'll make a small separate video on what is conscious partnership. But that's what you have to do, and not from a place of want or need or fear. If you're staying with someone out of fear or lack or wanting security or wanting your financial needs, or what is the society going to stay, including the divine feminines, and wondering why things are not moving forward, is because no one is taking the steps to first surrender, second to overcome the program of polarity, of judgment, of um, criticism, not trying to understand and give in to even the pain, and not make that the reason of giving up on a divine relationship. I will just start reading now because these words resonate with me a lot. In fact, this entire book does. I'm not saying every word is correct and resonates, but overall, the messages in these lines have really always resonated with me. A warrior of light needs love. Love and affection are as much a part of his nature as eating and drinking and a taste for the good fight. When the warrior watches a sunset, is wrong. At this point, he stops fighting and goes in search of company so that they can watch the setting sun together. If he has difficulty in finding company, he asks himself, was I too afraid to approach someone? Did I receive affection and not even notice? A warrior of light makes use of solitude, but is not used by it. These are such profound, deep words. We all need love, but not a love that makes us codependent. No man is an island unto himself, but no individual is incomplete without another. We all hope, desire, and dream of love, but you have to get out of wanting and needing love to feel happy. There is a saying, not knowing, sorry, um, it's hard to wait for someone, it's hard to move on, and not knowing which one to do is the worst torture of them all. I do not agree with that. I do agree that waiting is hard. I agree moving on is hard, letting go is hard. But no, that is not the worst thing to happen to someone. Stagnation, not doing anything out of fear of making a mistake. Answers B. Doing nothing because you're not sure about the outcome. That is the worst thing a person can do. Once you die and you are in front of your maker and he asks you, what did you do with the time I gave? What did you do when I sent you love, when you begged me for it, but you could not wade through the stream of pain and overcome it? I did not ask you to wallow in the pain. I did not ask you to stay on the other side of the bank of the river of pain. You had to surmount it. You had to just cross it. You had to go to the other side. Why did you give up just because it was a little challenging? What will be your reply? The next part I want to read to you. The warrior of light does not always have faith. There are moments when he believes in absolutely nothing. And he asks his heart, is all this effort really worth it? But his heart remains silent and the warrior has to decide for himself. Then he looks for an example, and he remembers that Jesus went through something similar in order to fully inhabit the human condition. "Take away this cup from me," said Jesus. He too lost heart and courage, but he did not stop. The warrior of light continues despite his lack of faith. He goes forward, and in the end, faith returns. We all question, we all wonder, and no person outside of you can tell you whether what you feel in your heart is real or not. It was 11:11 when I started saying this on my counter. Is someone really your divine partner? Only your heart can tell. When you met, there were certain signs and synchronicities. But one thing I can share from my journey: you do not fall in love with your twin flame, your divine partner. There is no, dating, meeting, spending time together, and then falling in love. You don't grow to love each other as in a karmic, or rather get used to each other and become habituated to each other and get comfortably numb, comfortably unhappy, comfortably safe. It's not love at first sight either. That happens with any soulmate. A sense of familiarity, yes, but with a twin flame, or at least in my experience, it's not love at first sight, nor is it falling in love over a period of time. It is not a decision that you get to make. The love is already just there. The only thing that happens is it expands like an explosion in your heart, and you recognize that it is there, that feeling, that emotion, that recognition, that familiarity. And in fact, you don't even feel it as much in your heart as you feel it within your soul, deep within your soul. In moments when you're despairing, when you're seeking for evidence on the outside, what your eyes, ears, brain can comprehend and understand, shut all your thoughts, shut all your emotions, and go within your heart space and ask your heart, what is the truth? Connect on a higher dimension and see what your divine partner has to say to you. With practice, your communication on the 4D level, 5D level will get much stronger, and you'll actually hear replies and conversations. In the physical realm, when there is a lot of ego, a lot of old belief programs within you, you're not forgiven those who have hurt you and forgiven yourself. You and your partner will treat this divine relationship as any other relationship. There will be the game of running, chasing, a sense of separation, because that's what you will seek, evidence in the physical realm. And the more you seek, the more elusive it becomes. So go within and seek your answer from your source, your God, rather than what is evident on the physical plane. I know it's very hard. and we all feel challenged, which is why we are here to support each other, to communicate, to communicate our struggles, our fears, our doubts, and to continue in spite of it all, without putting a hold on our life, without suffering fools, without compromising on our self love. I'm deliberately not using words such as self respect because it gets confused with ego and pride and I am right, so and so is wrong. Do not have faith by sight, but have faith from your and follow that. The next passage I'm going to read out to you. A warrior of light makes decisions. His soul is as free as the clouds in the sky, but he is committed to his dream. The warrior hears someone say, I need to understand everything before I can make a decision. I want to have the freedom to change my mind. The warrior regards these words suspiciously. He too can enjoy that freedom, but this does not prevent him from taking on a commitment, even if he does not know quite why he does so. A warrior of light makes decisions. His soul is as free as the clouds in the sky, but he is committed to his dream. On his freely chosen path, he often has to get up earlier than he would like, speak to people from whom he learns nothing, make certain sacrifices. His friends say, You're not free. The warrior is free, but he knows that an open oven bakes no bread. Hi Mishupi. I know a lot of us have been triggered and a lot of very difficult energy. Energy is not difficult. The energy that is coming in is bringing up layers and layers of our buried insecurities, pains, confusions, doubts. And that is what is causing us to feel unsettled, like something is amiss, like we need an external support or we need answers, we need guarantees, we want clarity. But no, we do not need any of that. And another thing I like to tell all of you is it's not just us, it's not just the light warriors, it's not just twin flames, but these energies are really affecting the collective. And they are unable to deal with it and they are kind of acting very edgy and irritable, losing temper. But the good thing is the divine masculines are really looking at their life, the decisions they have taken so far, wondering what they could have done differently, trying to understand. So the awakening is definitely happening, the questioning, the realization that maybe they have not treated the divine feminine fairly, not invested time, energy, effort. And instead of looking at it as an individual, please try and understand, if it was just your divine masculine who was behaving this way, it could have been his individual fault. But anyone and everyone who is on your template seems to be going through the same stuff, right? Which means it's the collective masculine who's being awoken, who's being made to realize, who's being made to regret. The collective masculine is right now trying to find stability through financial support and stability, trying to build on their businesses, burying their true emotions, and then it keeps surfacing. The collective masculine is in either hermit mode, so silent, non communicative, or not actually giving more than monosyllabic answers, kind of distant. If it was not a certain template, why would it be happening to pretty much everyone on that? Even those who are in communication, it's not that those divine feminines are not going through doubts, worries, or saying that I want to give up. They're equally going through it. Because we have to purge, we have to clear, we have to continuously keep working on our individual selves. And more than that, what we are being taught to do is to have faith, even when you cannot see a tangible proof. I do not know if I'm using the word correctly in this instance, but something concrete, something that you can see and touch and feel. We are being asked to walk by faith alone, be it on a spiritual journey, be it ascension journey, be it a twin flame journey. We are being asked to really go by faith. Today, you might have felt a deep desire to cry or to feel, you know, talk it out with someone or find some kind of solace on the outside. And if you're feeling that way, I just want to say, I understand. And I'm right here with you. And I'm also praying that this gets resolved really soon. Today is really hard energy. Oh, I'm sorry, Mishupi. To be honest with you, I cried too today. Though it was just a little bit, but I needed to clear, I needed to purge it out and understand what was going on. And once I cried, I understood it was in the collective twin flame. Um, it's good. Tears are like rain, they clear and wash, and you feel so much better after, when it is not just tears, when you have used it to dig deeper inside. And instead of lashing out, and instead of saying I don't believe in this and I think this is all just a hoax and it's just a mass hysteria. But it's not even a dark night of the soul for the feminines. In fact, I'm not sure if the masculines are still going through it, but last 2 months they were kind of going through the dark night of the soul. As far as I can sense the energies, they are now more in understanding mode and trying to grapple and find deeper answers within this journey. I hope you're enjoying the passages I'm reading out to you. So the next passage I'm reading out to you is: the warrior of light listens. To engage in any activity, you need to know what you can expect, how to achieve your objective, and whether or not you're capable of carrying out the proposed task. Only a person suitably equipped feels no desire for the result of conquest and yet remains absorbed in the struggle can truly say that he has renounced the fruits of victory. Only, one can renounce the fruit, but that renunciation does not signal indifference to the results. The warrior of light listens with respect to Gandhi's strategy, and he remains unconvinced by those who, incapable of achieving any result at all, preach renunciation. So, this passage so clearly makes sense for twin flames, that the people who are used to using logic, they want to understand, have plan and steps how to attain an objective, and everything is about the objective. Otherwise, they see no point in carrying out a certain task. But our task was something that our souls agreed to before we were even born. And so, even if we do not know how or what even our objective is, or will we ever reach there, it doesn't make our journey or our fervor any less. There are moments of exhaustion, yes, and that's why we have to rest. Um, we have to, this is what we go through. A warrior of light often loses heart. He believes that nothing can stir him in the emotion he so desired. He is forced to spend many evenings and nights feeling that he is one of the vanquished, and nothing seems able to restore his enthusiasm. His friends say, perhaps his fight is over. The warrior feels pain and confusion when he hears such remarks because he knows that he has not yet reached the place he wanted to reach, but he is stubborn and refuses to relinquish his aims. Then, when he least expects it, a new door opens. When you talk to anybody in the 3D, they do not understand a twin flame journey. They will tell you, just give up, it's not worth it. If so and so wanted to get in touch with you, they would have, he would have made more effort, XYZ. They do not understand. They think it is a relationship either based on lust or a typical relationship based on misunderstood definition of love, or it is a midlife crisis, or something that you need in your life to complete it. They do not understand the pull within your soul to not even be with this person. Because after a point, even that does not make much of a difference. Uh, but when you do, the energy is amazing. When you both just even see each other, the way you feel rejuvenated and everything is clear and everything is perfect in the world, and you don't need words to communicate. One of the last ones I want to read out for today. I know we should be. It's beautiful, isn't it? Um, I my my bookmark fell off. So oh, this is beautiful. So I'm going to read this out too. The warrior of light meditates. He sits in a quiet place in his tent and surrenders himself to the divine light. When he does this, he tries not to think about anything. He shuts himself off from the search of pleasure, from challenges and revelations, and allows his gifts and powers to reveal themselves. Even if he does not recognize them then, these gifts and powers are taking care of his life and will influence his day-to-day existence. When he meditates, the warrior is not himself but a spark from the soul of the world. These are the moments that give him an understanding of his responsibilities, of how he should behave accordingly. A warrior of light knows that, in silence of his heart, he will hear an order that will guide him. I truly believe in this. I really, really do. So, well, this is something that I really wanted to share with you all today. I hope it will bring some hope and positivity, a little gleam when you are feeling a little low, um, and encourage you to sit in meditation. But I would like to um, warn you of a certain thing which most people do not know about meditation. I have written about this several times. Um, when you are meditating, you're opening the filter between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is 6,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind, and at all times it is connected to your 4D and higher dimensions. But whatever you're feeling in your emotions at that time, including your negative thoughts which are unfiltered, are directly getting into your subconscious mind and hence getting multiplied by 6,000 times or more, drawing that much more powerfully into your life. So, what should you do when you're sad, depressed, confused, fearful, and want to connect with your source? Is to first drink water, clear your energies using either the violet flame, focus on your breathing, make your roots to the center of Mother Gaia, and then for some time pray. While you're praying, I kind of make a bundle, you know, of all the negativity, the worries, the doubts, the questions that are clouding my brain. If need be, I need to cry, I cry. I just do that for as long as I need to. And once I feel better is when I start to meditate. I hope that kind of makes sense to you. Mm, I'll end this now with one last passage because the one I had marked, my bookmark fell off and I can't seem to find it. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Every warrior of light has felt afraid of going into battle. Every warrior of light has at some time in the past lied or betrayed someone. Every warrior of light has trodden a path that was not his. Every warrior of light has suffered for the most trivial of reasons. Every warrior of light has at least once believed that he was not a warrior of light. Every warrior of light has failed in his spiritual duties. Every warrior of light has said yes when he wanted to say no. Every warrior of light has hurt someone he loved. That is why he is a warrior of light, because he has been through all this and yet never lost hope of being better than he is. Every day, your one job is to become better than you were yesterday. And right now, we all have just one job: raise your vibration and frequency. That's it. I'm leaving you all with a lot of love and light. I do hope you will like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments in the comment box, which you have to really scroll all the way down to receive notifications for when I'm online next. You also need to hit the bell icon once you have subscribed. I'm leaving, thank you Mishupi, love you, and leaving special love for my regulars, Vibha and my darling Ravisha, Pinky, of course Mishupi, and all of you who watch and share and like and comment on my videos, leaving you all with a lot of love and light.